Hey guys, out on another backpacking trip. Thanks for joining me. We're going to be doing some hiking in the Ramsey's Draft Wilderness area. I've never been here before. We're going to patch together about 3 or 4 trails to make a loop. We're going to be doing some water crossings. We're going to be doing some ridge walking, enjoying the peak foliage out here, and some nice fall weather. Stick around, should be fun. I've been on the trail for a little less than a mile. Got less than 2 before we hit the Jerry's Run Trail. Then we're going to climb up to the ridgeline, get some views of this fall foliage, and start to get away from this water. For my trout subscribers, it's trout in there. Coming to another crossing of the creek here. See if we can do this one without getting wet. All right, let's go. Water is cold. Soon we're going to be arriving at the Jerry Run Trail. We're going to be taking that to the top of that mountain, walking the ridgeline to set up camp on a summit at 4,300 feet. And then tomorrow we will climb that ridgeline and walk that ridgeline back out to the car. The sun has finally popped out. I just crossed Jerry's Run. Nice easy crossing compared to the Ramsey Draft crossings. And now we're climbing up Jerry's Run. I'll probably be taking my fleece off here in a minute. Starting to get warm. Entering a pine forest now. It smells so strong. Ah, and so good. Beautiful in here. Finishing up Jerry's Run. Now we're going to take the Shenandoah Mountain Trail and follow that all along this ridge. The ridge line that you can see through the trees, that's where we're headed. And I believe we're camping on that point tonight. It looks like it's the highest in the area. We are walking our way into a small little saddle right now. And actually we're getting kind of some open views. Here is the biggest opening that we've came to so far. You can see some of the fall colors on the side of the mountain. We just made it to the northern part of the Ramsey Draft Trail. That's the trail we started this morning. Now we're at the upper section of it. We're going to take this up to meet up with a spring and then head up to camp. Arriving at the Hard Scramble Knob Trail. That's where we're going to be camping tonight. But first, we've got to walk about 3/10 of a mile down here to Hiner Spring. I've got 3 liters turning on to the Hard Scramble Knob Trail now. And we're gonna make this hard scramble up to the top with 3 liters. Surprisingly, on top of Hard Scramble Knob, there's the remnants of an old cabin. Oh, there's a lot more snow in here. Looks like there's some mining equipment up here. I mean, I'm assuming that's what it is. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna climb to the top of these rocks, see if we can grab our first good view of the day. Climb was worth it. Camp is all set except for the quilts. It was pretty hard getting some stakes into the ground here. It is really rocky up here on this knob. I actually had to use a little stick toggle on this tie out on this tree because it's just so rocky all around here. A lot more down wood at these backpacking sites and car camping sites. And this is just all around the fire pit. It's great. All right, we've got a pretty good sized pile of wood. I'm gonna have to start processing that in a minute. I stacked a couple rocks on top of each other to make a nice seat by the fire. Put my sit pad on top of that so my butt doesn't get cold. It's supposed to drop into the teens tonight, so I can't wait to have this fire. Well, the sun is going down. I'm gonna go ahead and start the fire. It's already getting pretty chilly. I climb back on top of the knob to get a little bit of a sunset view. And there's our camp down there in the dark. I'm gonna finish eating dinner, enjoy the last bit of the fire before I retire to the hammock. I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, well, I just had a bear come into camp twice. So now I gotta be on alert, which is not what I feel like doing right now. I'm pretty tired. But I chased him off once. He came back. I chased him off again. I don't feel like dealing with this. And it's freezing out. I don't know if the camera's... I said get on!
Out here. Get out of here, Mr. Bear.
Okay, he's not afraid of me. This is the first time I've ever had a bear, a black bear, not afraid of me. And it's making me a little uneasy. He is on the trail to hike out of here, so even if I wanted to pack up, I'm not packing up and hiking that way, not until daylight comes up. He's not budging. When I was kicking on that old shed, he wasn't even moving at all. He was staring me down. Not cool. I'm gonna start this fire and see if I can light up the area a little bit and see if that can scare him off. Here's all the wood that I had ready for the morning that I'm gonna use now to try and scare this bear away. I got the fire going again. I don't know if the bear's still hanging around. I don't hear him anymore, but I'm still gonna stay up by the fire. Once again, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. That was quite the adventure last night, but I survived. The bear finally left. I got to get in the hammock, sleep for maybe a couple hours, and now I'm standing by the fire because it's like 17 degrees out. Stoke that thing back up with my sit pad. Oh, that feels good. I've already grabbed the food bag. I don't even know if you can see that, but I'm gonna stand by the fire for another minute, and then we're gonna climb up on the knob and catch what little bit of a sunrise I think we're gonna be able to see. Let's get on top of the knob. Oh yeah. Really nice colors coming through. We're gonna head back to camp, do the old breakdown, and get on trail. There's a buck and his doe. There's another doe hiding under this pine tree here. It doesn't seem to be a real concern with me. Morning. How are you? Finished breaking camp. Just gonna make sure this fire is completely out. We're headed back to the Hiner Spring and the Hiner Spring Trail. So we're gonna get some more water on the way. Make sure this is good now. We've arrived again at Hiner Spring. I'm gonna do a quick fill up and hop back on the trail. Well, there goes a pileated woodpecker. I can see his red head on that tree. Well, the plan for the day is to hike this Hiner Spring Trail for 1.5 until we meet up with the Wild Oak Trail, and then we'll be on that for a short little stint too before we meet up with the Bald Ridge Trail, which I'm kind of excited about. That sounds good, you know, like it's all open views, and we didn't get very many good views yesterday, so I'm hoping for some good ones today. We just finished up the Hiner Springs Trail. We're gonna hang a right on the Wild Oak Trail, which will then turn into the Bald Ridge Trail, hopefully giving us some views. Finally coming to a nice overlook here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have my second breakfast here. Get those fall colors. There's a lake way out there in the distance. Just past the frozen pond is the intersection for the Bald Ridge Trail. Right here. It is unmarked, and the Wild Oak Trail continues that way. Here's the second good view of this trail so far. We've been walking on the Bald Ridge Trail for a while. I think I've only got about 2.5 miles left to the car, but we're coming up on a really nice view. Let's go check it out. Here's all the way out to this little rock. This is what I'm talking about. Arriving at the last intersection of the hike. We're gonna hang it right here on Bridge Hollow Trail, and we've got like 2 miles back to the car. Well guys, that was quite the adventure with that bear encounter last night. Made things pretty interesting. Never had a bear do that to me before, come into my camp and refuse to leave after me shouting and banging on that old shed. He was just staring me down, wasn't scared of me, even in the least. But I had a great time exploring this Ramsey Draft Wilderness area, and the fall colors were definitely popping. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.